exchange for promotions on the force. Sextortion, as a couple grocery store tabloids have labeled it. A complaint before the local Police and Fire Commission, P&F as it's called, is asking for Chief Gomez to be fired. Worse, the United States Attorney has launched a federal grand jury investigation, which could even mean jail time. The chief is in deep. As Rik is rereading the file, I say, I just can't figure this dude. I mean, he goes out once every day around noon with his gym bag, and he grabs some carry-out at dinner. 7 days a week. Same. So, what's his deal? Is he stalking somebody? Is he in witness protection? Glancing up again, Rik clearly can't even remember what I'm talking about. You might call Rik and me family, depending on how you're counting. His dear dead mom, Helen, married Pops, my grandfather, Sandy Stern, not long after I was born. As I remember Rik from my childhood, he was this uber-nerdy, chubby college student, still super messed up after his parents' divorce, who managed to flunk out of Easton College by not attending a single class for 49 straight days. Even when he got it together enough to go back, he drifted through college and barely made it into law school. Now, about 25 years later, he's got the shape of an autumn gourd. His little remaining mouse-colored hair looks like dirty soap suds that will blow away any second. Still, I sometimes think it would be okay to end up like him, a person who learned from his troubles back in the day and, as a result, is kind to everyone. After playing rewind in his head, Rik is frowning about me going off again about my neighbor. Pinky, your imagination must be one of the most interesting places on Earth. It's like living in 4D. All this stuff that never could happen, and you're running it as the feature attraction. Hey, I have great instincts, right? Don't you say, like, sometimes I have ESP? Sometimes ESP, he says, and sometimes PES. I take a second. PES. Piles of erroneous shit. Teasing me is one of Rik's favorite office pastimes. Since I was little, being the object of a joke starts a near riot close to my heart. But with Rik, I can mostly ride with it. He is the best boss ever and gets his biggest chuckles at his own expense. Like how in high school he decided to drop the C in Rik, actually hoping that axing one little letter would make him cool. Plus, him and Helen always seem to like me better than most people in my own family. Let's stay on task, he says. I don't want the chief changing her mind. You know what this case could do around here? Rik doesn't do much legal work that attracts big attention. I was a paralegal in my grandfather's law office before Pops closed shop. He and my aunt represented all the richest crooks in the Tri-Cities, and our space had the quiet atmosphere and heavy furnishings of a bank lobby. With Rik, I'm kind of in the working class of the legal world. Our office, in a recovering part of Highland Isle, is cramped with the same cheap paneled walls people put up in their basements. We do a lot of workman's comp and quick-hitting personal injury cases to keep the electricity flowing in the sockets. Rik would love to handle headline defenses like Pops, but most of the criminal cases that come through the door here are rum-dum misdemeanors, bar fights, and first-time DUIs and drunken stunts by teenagers. At 52, Rik thinks Chief Gomez's case might help him finally step up. I thought you'd been retained, I say. We had a get-together at a coffee shop for about 10 minutes before the chief went on vacation. But Mr. Green has not arrived. He's referring to a retainer. In criminal, you have to get paid up front, since clients don't send many checks from prison. Supposedly, we'll see it today. His attention returns for a second to the P&F complaint. Then